to D&D Journey of the 5th Edition. Join our various gaming groups as we play the 5th edition of Dungeons & Dragons. And maybe just hang out and chat about gaming in general. Sit back and enjoy the show.
Hi, this is Kelly, aka Trixie from Ragnarok and Roll, assigned to Ragnarok Story, and to the Wimblewick from D&D Journey of the 5th Edition. First off, I would just like to say thank you to everyone for listening to our varied adventures, as well as for rating us on iTunes and RPGpodcast.com. If you haven't rated us yet, we would greatly appreciate it if you could. And if you're looking for more ways to support our efforts, we are now on Patreon, a great site where you can help us continue making more podcasts, as well as some special surprises for our patrons. If you can, please look us up at www.patreon.com/cppn. Every little bit helps. And again, thank you for listening.
Riveter inside him. Do me a favor and give me a stealth check to hide this quickly as you hear those footsteps coming. Is Theo gonna... Okay. So
I can provide a distraction.
So a solid 18. You feel that you've hit it sufficiently that when they see poor Gunny, they'll go, poor Gunny, sorry Mia, and look the other way as you smear some wet coal on it just to make sure it doesn't look too shiny inside him.
Okay.
Okay, so...
And then I'm going to go back over and grab my head and my leg.
And as Theo gets one last chance to do something, what does Theo do?
Just burn the building down.
Burn it all!
I
mean, it's definitely going to take two of you guys to pull this cart, by the way.
Yeah, because our troll's gone, you bastard.
I mean, literally,
well,
he has
I have
the racial
a negative
ability
to
to strength,
so I'm organizing. It's like put that on that side so it doesn't roll off. We don't want to lose Gunny's toe.
Wow.
Gunny's 1 foot
It's
dragging outside the wagon.
Yeah.
So as this Theo is basically organizing you guys, you kind of hear the building get surrounded, and the boot stomps on the wood planks to get the gravel and shoreline dirt off of his boot. As your friend comes walking up this way with his fancy dancy blunderbuss.
Oh, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take this tarp and start putting it over it.
Putting it over Gunny.
Yeah, and I'm basically we don't want to lose his little bits and pieces.
As he kind of just looks in here, and he kind of takes in all of you guys gathered up. Looks like as you flick at the tarp and it lands on poor Gunny's outline. More importantly, as he steps in, he looks at the two bits of body parts not picked up that were just cleanly severed.
And there's tear streaks down my face about poor Gunny.
As he gives just a nice, clear whistle as he looks at the damage from the gunshots from the shoreline, and the fact that you all got like a wall of bodies on the floor that have been turned to wet puddles, and you guys look all messy as hell.
And there's more bodies outside.
And he kind of walks in, and he looks at the wagon. And
what's my performance?
Are you going to ham it up?
Hey. I am, actually. I've got a +3 in performance.
Give me a performance check as you hand
Can I assist?
You can totally assist. That the two of you will start gnashing your teeth so you have advantage on the roll.
This costs much.
As immediately he takes a few steps in admiring the handiwork, and then he sees you two.
Kenny saved my life.
And immediately his face goes from hard-ass cop who did a great job to, oh my god, and he kind of drops his blunderbuss and runs to you guys and kind of, gently holds Theo by the shoulders and says, are you okay? And he looks around and
Gunny saved my life, and I don't know if we're going to be able to repair him.
and he looks immediately sad, and he looks at Mia and says, Mia, I'm so sorry. What about your friend Kagash? He didn't die as well, did he?
I don't know. I
think there was some PTSD, and there was like the splash, and I think he ran after that steam jack that went crazy and killed poor Gunny.
As he
tried to stop him. The troll tried to stop him.
as
You didn't tell us there was going to be a steam jack. You didn't give us all the information we needed.
And he just looks very apologetically. He's like, I was unaware what they had in here. That's why we asked for help to make sure that these villains didn't escape. You did your part and then some. As he kind of looks at poor Gunny in the cart, as you just hear some more metal ticking sound.
We'll fix him.
As
somehow.
He totally feels bad and reaches into his own coin purse and gently takes Mia's hand and places 15 gold into your hand. As he kind of, wipes a single tear that he's trying to hold back from the secondary crying of the performance, because you know how when someone's crying, it can become contagious.
Will the 15 fix Gunny?
It's a start. I mean,
I'm gonna push it. I'm gonna say I want the cortex of that steam jack that did this.
And he kind of looks kind of nervously that I don't think I have the authority to do that. But if you find that steam jack and you stop it, I totally would understand if you want that.
100%. All right. We're gonna go up.
Okay. He went after the foul beast, but it ran so fast.
As he just kind of looks around, and you see another watch member come walking up the way, and he kind of immediately throws the hand signal to stop. As he looks very sad.
I'm still crying, by the way. But I'm doing the muffled one now.
Get everything loaded and ready to push out.
And every once in a while, under my breath, he saved my life. And the little lip.
As he basically looks at you guys and looks that more of the watch members are coming up, and he totally says the whole, I think you should definitely take that wagon and perhaps head out before the rest of the watch shows up.
I think that's good.
I'm gonna like wipe a tear away and look at him, and I'm going to hand him the head and the leg and say, "Good friends show up. Our friends show up. Good friends make you look good. Here, nothing makes people want to abide by the law than a gruesome death."
Wow.
But just remember, we're going to be good friends, right?
And he kind of smiles, looks at you, and he gives you this very deep, introspective look of, I wouldn't have asked you to help if you weren't friends to start with.
Yeah, but I want to be good friends. I want to get the better jobs.
And he kind of...
That's kind of what I'm implying, but good friends.
He kind of wipes the tear away and winks at you and says, you all are good friends. Go get out of here, and he proceeds to kind of like, he'll walk out with you to make sure that the encroaching circle of watch members doesn't stop you when you walk out with your wagon.
Okay.
Can we feet before they get interested.
The steam bot anywhere? The steam jack, sorry.
It's...
Can we hear that other one?
It's long gone. It's continued running through buildings and things. In the morning paper, there'll be talk about it probably running around Lost.
Okay.
I mean, it was pretty jacked up just by you guys. Just saying, it was down to single digits.
That's right. It was. That's right. What
Yeah.
we're sounding.
And theoretically, we gave Gargosh an out, saying that he ran after trying to save it, but so he doesn't lose face with the guard, as well.
And more importantly, none of the rogues could tell the watch that you're working with a pirate. We don't want Gargosh ending up in a pirate cage.
No.
Okay, so you guys are pulling the cart back to your hideout, and you gave him the location where the coal should be dropped off?
Yep.
Now the question is, does he know about your hideout, and is that where you want the coal dropped? Or are you giving a...
Oh, no, we'll pick it up for them. We have a cart now.
Yeah, I think we had given it an alternate drop site.
You guys gave a dead drop for it, so I was just wanting to make sure.
Because we've got little minions watching that area. They're going to tell us when it comes.
Because after all, this is totally going to be it fell off the back of the truck.
Right.
As these poor guys are shoveling 1,000 pounds of coal into the street. And the street cleaner guild's looking at them like assholes. So, of course, you guys get your screen swipe. You take him back to the hideout where you, I'm assuming, put him up on chains to get his...
Would you prefer the 10 gold for coal or towards repairs? Because he saved my life. I'm going to give the...
story-wise, I think it'd be cute for you to give him the 10.
See, and it would be totally wrapped.
Oh.
Yeah. I think
with a flower.
Yeah. I think that's good. I hustled an extra 15 out of what's his face, so.
As you guys, you get back to your headquarters, and Mia's busy putting him up on the chains and hoisting his chassis off the floor. What is your guys' plans besides catching some Z's to recover before you guys do anything else?
Well, of course, I'm manufacturing some new alchemical restoratives and explosive grenades with the goodies that we got.
Yeah. That 100 rounds, is that the same caliber as the carbine? Or...
Yep, it'll be the same caliber as the carbine for convenience sake.
Okay.
Can I talk to Theo and maybe see if she could make something that Gunny could use? Gunny can throw, right?
He can throw, he's just not proficient with it.
Okay, maybe start talking to her about something that she could make down the road that he could throw once I teach him how, that would do damage but maybe not hurt him.
Well, then we definitely don't want a rust bond for him. Let's see here. There's an incendiary grenade.
Or that he could shoot out from his new Gatling gun thing.
His rivet.
I could always...
It shoots rivets.
Eventually, I could learn
rivets.
A knockout bomb. It would have absolutely no effect on him, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, but I don't know if we want to be putting unproficient items in his possession to use.
I'm
just thinking now. I'm gonna work on trying to make him proficient, but now I've decided we need to make something that, now that he has the ability to do ranged attacks.
Well, because then
we got a rivet
maybe
gun.
a flash grenade or a fear grenade.
Okay.
Something like that. Not acid. But of course, I can only do the two things right now.
Okay, I was thinking a rivet gun was a little bit different than what it is. Okay, I see what you're saying.
I mean, the rivet gun's basically a gun. I mean,
you do have a ranged attack.
Okay, I do. Okay.
It's only like 30 feet, but it is a ranged attack.
Right.
And I'd also talk to Callum about maybe making some kind of more potent, more damage-inducing rivets. I don't know if that's an option.
Not really per se. Basically, just shoots out a hot rivet.
Okay. Okay. Well, then maybe to see if he could make me rivets, so I have a whole bunch. Gunny has a whole bunch. I don't need them.
I don't know what that would fall under for crafting. That would be under her stuff,
Yeah,
wouldn't
that
it?
would be under
No,
your stuff.
Mine?
Rivets?
No, our mechanic. Our
Oh.
magic mechanic.
Oh, me?
You, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's what I was
okay.
gonna say.
I'm gonna work on doing that.
Look at her trying to
I thought it was more
outsource
like a bullet.
stuff. No, it's basically
they're
just a
basically-
hot rivet.
Yeah. I mean, it's basically a nail, kind of, just
Okay.
slightly different, but, it's not ammo like with the cartridge
Okay.
and powder.
Well,
I mean,
then
I can
I'm
probably
going-
manufacture just like oils for you, but
See, there's the rivet gun. Steam riveter. The industrial rivet gun is designed to replace the steam jack's arm. It uses steam pressure from the steam jack's broiler to fire heavy rivets with enough force to penetrate plate steel. Due to the time it takes to build up the required pressure, the weapon can be fired only once per turn. A steam riveter can't be reloaded during combat. Reloading a steam riveter outside of combat requires 20 minutes, but doesn't require specialized tools or training. A creature damaged by a steam riveter takes 1d4 fire damage at the start of each turn. The creature can end the damage by using an action to remove the heated rivet.
oh, and as I'm impulsive, I follow my heart, but more importantly, that I'm overly generous, and I'm planning this present for Gunny. Does that give me an inspiration?
It does give you an inspiration.
Yay!
So, okay, so here's the question then. So reload, what doesn't say what the mag or how many rounds?
I just posted the steam riveter. It's a 10-round magazine, if that's what you're talking about.
Okay, 10.
Yeah.
There we go. That's what I was trying to find.
Its
There we
range
go.
is 10 or 30 with disadvantage. Because it's a riveter. It's really meant to be placed like a nail gun and tinked. But
Yeah, so
like all
so
action
now the
movies.
question is the harpoon thing, is that a one or two-handed weapon?
That's a good question.
It's to use if you want that range, then now it's going to take, you're losing an arm, so now you can only have one arm to swing around for a weapon. Harpoon piercing 40.
Well, for now, until I get 2.
Let's double
What are you
check.
getting? What are you getting, gun shy now, and you don't want them up front? Is that what's going on here? I mean,
No, I want multiple steam jacks.
So the heavy spear is indeed a two-handed weapon.
yeah. So you need to figure out: do you want, them to come in with a harpoon, smacking the shit out of stuff? I don't know what this normal damage is, and that harpoon is reach, which is nice.
Which means you can hit things out 1 square further.
Yeah.
You got an extra 5
So
foot
instead of-
reach.
Yeah, instead of hitting here, you can hit 10 squares, or 2 squares out. So,
Okay.
so if you put the rivet gun on, you're not going to be able to use the harpoon, which is 2d8 versus 1d10. Yeah. So you have a little more range. So something you got to think about.
And don't forget
Okay.
the hot rivet continues to do 1d4 fire damage as it's burning in
Yeah,
them.
true.
Every turn.
Putting a rivet in somebody's head is just rude.
Right? So,
I'm so excited, guys. There's so many options. Yay. So obviously I'm going to spend my time fixing Gunny up and repairing my Warcaster suit if I need to, since apparently I got shot. And there was something else I was going to do, and I just totally forgot it. Working on figuring out what I want to do with his new little attachments and stuff.
yep. I'm going to spend my hit dice to heal up, so overnight and whatnot.
Okay, so you guys basically end up crashing out for the rest of the next day because y'all were up late last night. You're hanging out at your hideout. You guys, wake up. You feel refreshed, recuperated. Poor Gunny's still hanging on the hooks.
Aww.
Mia's looking back and forth between two-hand gap hook spear, rivet gun. Two-hand spear, rivet gun. As one of your little street kids comes and does the whole caw caw to signal that they're trying to get your attention.
About the coal being delivered?
Your cold delivery, yep.
Yeah.
I'll pat Gunny on the chest and say, "Don't worry, buddy. I'm gonna go get your fuel. We'll get you back and running soon."
Yeah.
As the chains just sway him, and it almost sounds like he responds.
And then I guess we go get the coal. Take the wagon and go load it up.
Okay, so you guys go out.
Have our little mini compass.
Go out to the street corner and start loading up your coal. Scooping it into your wagon, and people are like eyeballing you guys. Like, what just happened here is we saw a watch wagon show up and some new watch recruits shoveling coal out for nothing. 2 or 3 kids.
I'm gonna look at him and try to intimidate him and tell him, "Mind your business. You saw nothing."
Ooh, give me an intimidation roll.
Okay.
See how I call you on that. Ooh,
that's weak.
You snarl, and guy kind of like looks at you, says, "Like I'm the first to ask. A bunch of people have walked off with a couple handfuls of coal pieces, so they're set for the winter." As people
super pissed.
go about their work as you guys finishing shoveling the stuff and taking it back to your hideout, which everyone knows where it is.
Do I know this? Is this just a regular guy? Is he close? Is he standing near me?
Oh yeah, he walked up to see what.
I punched him in the face.
Wow. Okay, go ahead.
100%.
Go ahead and roll me a punch.
Oh, of course, I don't normally do that. Hold on a second. I don't have that.
Go ahead and give me a strength saving throw. It's basically the same.
So would that just be, yeah.
If you hit, it's 1 point plus your strength modifier. What's your strength modifier?
0.
Okay, so you punch him in the face for 1 point of damage, and he looks at you, and he's just like, "What the hell?" and walks off, rubbing his nose. As there's a little trace of blood.
I'm mad because I feel like people have stole from me, and I look at Callum, and I'm like, "I still beat you." To make me feel bad for getting his. I had 4 kills, and I go and I start picking up coal.
Okay, and as you guys do, Callus, give me a perception check.
Callus, not Callum, sorry.
Yeah. Let's see.
Because you remind her of another elf in a previous life. Okay, so you kind of do the you're the rifleman after all. You kind of look around to see who's watching what when things are going on, but you don't quite notice anything big going on except at one point as you guys are just finishing up, you close the back of the wagon, after getting the last of the coal in there, and this little like 12-year-old kid comes up and totally does the whole. Hey, what you guys doing? Kind of looking at the wagon, and comes up and kind of eyeballs your carbine.
Busy kid.
Total street kid. You're getting the idea that he's a street waif.
Yeah, he's probably working for one of the gangs, and he's trying to get a bead on.
Ooh, Theo's full of suspicion. I like it.
Right.
Well, that's Kelly speaking, because Theo's more of, hey.
I look at Callus, I say, "You want me to punch him?"
No.
She's in the mood to kick a dog, too, while you're at it.
Apparently. Just beating anybody around. It's like
sorry, kid, we're busy.
Move along.
In all
from a copper.
My punches don't have a lot of pack to them.
I flip him a copper.
Okay, and he totally you
Like,
see
move
him kind
along.
of like he looks at the copper and looks at you, and he's really really appreciative, and then he kind of runs along, but he's watching you guys.
Can we take a break for a sec?
We can totally take a break for a sec. It's probably a really good time for a break if we need to take a break.
Yes.
I mean, I was letting
Be right
you guys talk so I could eat my burrito.
What?
I mean, I think I still. Ooh, I have another burrito. Breakfast burrito. So I will be back as well.
Burritos.
We will take a quick.
We can heal back up, right? I'm back up to my normal 9.
Yep, you can totally heal back up to full after you get your good night's rest. I will be right back.
Oh, I should have got. Well, whatever. Oh man, I can't believe I hauled up and punched that guy and it was only 1 thing of damage. Man.
Yeah, I mean melee. It's not unless you got big strength. Doesn't really do much. No, but I mean it's there.
It made me feel better.
You can say fairly safely lash out without, potentially killing anybody.
Put all this stuff in. All the new stuff we got.
Yeah. Big decisions. How do you want to configure?
Well, I was really, in a perfect world, I wanted to get that steam jacket and move Gunny's Cortex over to her. But
right. Yeah. Well, unfortunately, in my mind wasn't the priority. It was moving and not fighting. So, but my personal opinion, I mean, the rivet gun's kind of cool, but I don't know. I think the hook's a better deal.
Yeah.
And that's still.
Well, when they say two-handed, does that mean he has no hands, or he has?
Well, no.
Yeah, he's holding them in both hands. It's not an attachment. He's holding it like a weapon.
Right. It's
okay.
So it tells what he can do. 2d8 is much more than 10. Yes, you got some range, but at the same time, you're still getting some range with the harpoon because it's a reach weapon, so you're still able to hit 10 feet out. I think that's a better option, more damage, and you're not losing an arm, so there's options where needed. So that's my opinion. Because ultimately, that is him. He is the tank for the party. So, I mean, the tank doesn't do any good if they're standing back and shooting.
This is true. I've never got to be anything like that. In the past, I'm always like the glass cannon that's going to stay far back. So it's very weird to be like, oh, let me run into this fray.
Well, you still kind of are, except you have a second element or second character that is the tank. So.
Oh.
But the reach is nice because you could potentially come up and you don't have to get in their range, whack them, and if you happen to take them out, then you still back some versus on top of them.
Yeah.
So.
He should be able to switch if he can carry the weight and strap one on his back. He could switch between the two weapons, right?
Between which weapons?
Between the riveter and
because it's his arm. It replaces the arm. That's what I'm saying. It's not a switch around weapon. It replaces his arm because it's using his steam to power it.
Where the spear doesn't. The spear is an actual weapon.
The harpoon is a handheld weapon, which he could put down or carry or swap out to do something with his hands.
Okay.
Now it's 2d8, but you're going to get one attack where I don't know what his normal, like, does he get what's his normal just bare hand attack? What is that?
On Gunny, hold on, let me pull it back up. Since he was down, I haven't had his stuff pulled up.
Yeah.
Gunny is normally.
Because that's been his attack mode currently.
1d8.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. But I have stuff. Hold on, where's my little sheet? I have the ability to motivate him to do other things.
Right. So basically.
Okay, I'm back.
So basically, if we put the harpoon on, or if he carries the harpoon, he can swing with both hands, potentially hitting twice, doing similar damage to the harpoon, except the hands would be blunt, where the harpoon is, I think it was pierce. So, damage. So it gives you two different weapon damage type options.
Okay.
One's a single swing to hit, one's going to be double swing to hit for potential 2d8.
Okay. So I'll go ahead and while I'm fixing him, I'll plan on strapping that on him so he can have the spear gun.
And then depending what comes up down the road, if we need to have him being able to be some rangy stuff, we can, you can spend the time to swap it out and put that on him for some kind of mission. Or if we get some kind of fancy one-armed or one-handed.
We're getting parts. Hey.
Where was James's tacos from?
Oh, Taco Bell.
Taco Bell. Yeah, it's gotten expensive.
I know, actually, but they're still, I figure this way because I woke him up late because he was up late. And,
no, I know, but
it's the fastest delivery.
Yeah, but no, it's like I went there and I got, 2 burritos supremes and like a taco supreme, and it was like $15 freaking. I'm like,
yeah, I know. It's
like 3 items and I'm paying $15. Like, what the hell?
Everything has gone up.
It used to hardly be anything.
Yep. Everything. So, what would you like for my next alchemical concoction that I can create? What type would you guys like to see? What type do you think would be most beneficial for the group? I've got an explosive one and the alchemical restorative.
So what about, you said you had acid?
I can, one of the ones that I can eventually learn would be, acid, fear, flash, knockout, rust, and yeah, those are the.
Do we think we'll be fighting a lot of steam jacks?
Well, there'll be some, but I'm thinking
they're immune to poison, necrotic damage, and I think being afraid.
Yeah, well, they're also probably immune to a flash grenade too, but there is one specifically for them and people wearing metal armor, and that's the rust one.
Oh, that's me too.
Yeah, so the rust one's intriguing, but I think acid would be better because that does steam jack and people. Because, acid affects metal and stuff, so. And if you get acid on a person, kind of a bad day, too.
True. Yeah. Okay, so acid. All right.
If you tell the group that's what you're working on, Mia's definitely not going to come in your little alcove while you're working on that.
me in my part of the hideout, huh? Well, I'm tinkering.
There's just this caustic cloud.
Yeah, you stink. My work.
I have a gas
stink.
mask, so I'm good.
As the death fog goes through the place in the mornings.
Yes. And I have a little closet far away from her stuff where I do my reloading and stuff. So, because powder weights are important.
We have a lot of stone in our hideout.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that's what I think. Whenever we level and get new options and stuff. Oh.
Okay.
So, of course, the best part is that your hideout has the mechanics shop with the K, where, poor Gunny's getting fixed on up. You've got the alchemist with her little alchemist shop, and then you've got the gunsmithy with his smith shop. As you all have your own private little spot, and then we've got the bard with his musical instruments.
Right? He just sits in the middle of the whole place and sings.
Tune to work to.
So before we break, I'm totally going to tell you that you all magically leveled up after sleeping, so you feel nice that you're level 2.
Yay!
Because I told you guys we were going to fast track through level 1 just having that shakedown fight. And since it's a quiet week, I want you all to look in Xanathars and tell me what each of you guys are doing with your week down week you can always pick like casing a job. You can pick trying to increase your gang's rep. You can totally do the crime gang thing of trying to get more followers for your gang. Or if you're making something, I know one of you is going to be getting Gunny back on his feet.
100%.
So homework-wise is to level up your characters and let me know what downtime activity your character did. And if you guys have Xanathars, which I'm pretty sure you have access to a PDF copy in the Skype chat. If you don't, I'll put another one in there.
Is that one of the Iron Kingdom books?
No, Xanathars is one of the regular D&D books.
Yeah, the trove is still down, so I don't have access to it.
If you check the Skype, I'll share them in the Skype. I thought I did.
Because my link for...
Oh, yeah, the trove is dead. They killed the trove.
Yeah, okay. So you're talking the regular...
Xanathars.
Xanathars, okay.
Yeah, Xanathars. That's the one that's got the really good description of downtime activities for the group.
Okay. Does the character mancer work on this sheet appropriately?
I do not think it levels up the Iron Kingdom character classes. You have to do that manually because it's not official in Roll20.
Okay.
D&T didn't give them the go ahead in Roll20 for making the book, which I wish they did, but as a supplement they don't.
Okay, cool.
So unfortunately, you can't do the quick character mancer up in level.
Right. So this is a character sheet designed for it, but the back end doesn't.
Yeah, the mechanics don't function properly. Pretty much everything in your character sheet I put in manually. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see the Iron Kingdoms, the player's handbook, but I don't see Xanathars in the Skype.
So if you look in the Iron Kingdoms, by the way, it does have the criminal organization. For downtime activities, if you want to work on your organization's, abilities, that is also an option. But let me add Xanathars to the group chat.
I mean, I already was by punching that guy in the face, right?
Yep.
Like.
Hey, that could be angled towards your recruiting for your guild for your NPCs.
All right.
Just remember, I like to kill NPCs.
Hey, as long as it's not us or Gunny, we're okay.
And now you know Mia's management style. Mia Copa. Because remember, two of you are, confirmed gangsters.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm living up to my type right here. So, just saying. I tried to steal everything that was in sight.
And y'all
Punching people right and
definitely
left.
walked away with way more than you were supposed to, but you
I
did
don't know what you're
lose.
talking about.
You did lose Gunny, and that made him feel really bad.
Yeah.
As he
Yeah,
should
but
have.
he's going to be getting presents. He's going to get lots of presents.
Yeah. Didn't lose him. He just took a dirt nap for a moment.
Yeah.
He's seen worse, guys. He's seen worse.
He's just resting.
Yeah. He's a veteran. He'll be okay.
Yeah. All's good.
Yeah, and true to my
Plus,
character, I got 10 gold and I'm spending it right away.
Yeah, wait, whoa. About all that stuff, what was our cut of any monies?
Well, there was 23 silver pieces out of the loot.
Well, and 7 gold.
Oh, I didn't write down the 7 gold. Hold on.
So it's one of the smart people do it, all the divvying.
Well, let's see here. Because you're keeping the rifle, right?
Well, yeah, nobody else is going to use it.
No, I mean, we're not going to sell it for the 45 gold.
No. It gives a little extra range and stuff.
I mean, if we need to, I could always sell the rivet gun, but I don't want to.
Yeah, we're not hurting just yet, so we can work it.
Okay. I'm like, I know I have one of the more expensive things, so I will if I have.
So the 7 gold's easy, right? So that's a gold each, and that leaves 2 extra.
And I hope someone is going to tell our fell caller what loot he got, if any.
Sure.
Look, we collected a watch whistle for you. Look, I found a pirate hat. Squinty-eyed.
Alright. So what was the silver again?
23 silver pieces.
And of course...
Oh, I guess I should give myself some money. How much are we saying we get each?
So it's 1 gold piece each, and then 2 for Gunny's repairs.
I was going to say, put the 2 to Gunny's repair. We get 5 silver each. Not including Gunny. And then the 3 silver, if needed, can go to Gunny's.
Inevitable.
Or basically hideout fund used for repairs, and we say Gunny's repairs, any type of manufacturing needs.
And since we're talking about Gunny's repairs, Jim, how many days does it take me to fix him? 1, right?
It's pretty much going to be, if you devote like all the hours of the day to fixing him, yeah, you could fix him in 1 day.
Okay, good. So that only costs us 10 gold, right?
Because how many hit points does he currently does he have max?
Is max hit point? Oh, they're like 20-something. Hold on.
Okay, so that's going to be like at least 2 days solid worth of work, because it's 1 hour per hit point.
28. Okay.
As she's totally doing the Iron Man thing, staying up working on Gunny while y'all are sleeping.
Alright.
Okay.
As he's got a nameplate that says Gunny Mark II.
I'm gonna need to borrow 2 more gold pieces from somebody.
Here you go.
Okay, thank you. Now I'm broke with Gunny's fixed.
Whoa. You were given 15 gold just for repairs from the copper. Right?
Oh, I forgot about those. Yeah. Okay. Thank
Hello.
you.
How quickly she puts it in a bank in Gunny and forgets about it.
Right? Like, hello.
Gunny's gonna be like coin operated.
Perfect. Okay. So that's 20 that I need to take 5 from here. So I have 13 left over. Okay, cool. Okay. I'm not destitute anymore. Okay. I was like, oh man, I'm gonna have to go back and rob that kid of that copper.
Don't make me go full destitute, guys.
Okay, cool. So Gunny's better. Thank goodness.
So at the end of the week, you guys have leveled up. You've had your crafting montage. Honestly, I would think at least one of you, if you don't have something to do, I would do the gang activity, which basically just increases your rep. But that's just me. That's if you want NPCs to be more active in your gang, but that's just me.
Yeah, I might work on that. Well, but that takes like a wisdom or something.
Oh, for the actual skill check on it?
Yeah.
You don't want me to do it then.
Or charisma.
Let's see here. Well, the bard's got charisma, but I have a +1 in charisma.
I just have a +1 too. Our charismatic guy is
and if Callus was interested, that rifle could totally fit a bayonet, by the way.
Oh, okay.
If you wanted to make your rifle into a spear too, in case you need it for melee stuff. Just saying.
Right. So is that like a charisma check, or is that a?
For the gang one, it is going to be. Let me pull it up real quick because I'm actually right there.
Because they're all crafting and grinding, so I mean, I might as well be the one to do it.
Oh, look at you being a team player.
Unless the bard's able to do it when we roll back in, but.
So
was I able to save the bullet that shot me? When she kills me, does it just dissolve?
No. She. If you only went with natural healing in her tonic, you still have the bullet inside you. It's just one of those. If you're carrying a bullet inside you, it's no big deal. If you wanted her to take it out, you could totally have somebody do a medicine check to pull the bullet out.
Yeah, can we do that? Can somebody get the bullet out
of me? You now have the
bullet
bullet as a memento. You're not that typical pirate saying, "Look at me, I've got 9 bullets floating around in me body."
Can it still be shot?
No, it's just a cheap ball round, so when it hits you, it tumbled and ripped into pieces, and it's a blob of lead.
Yeah. I mean, it can be melted down and recast.
Yeah, you could totally.
Well, then I'll toss it to Callus and say, "Here,
Callus, I
might need you to save me."
Totally do that. So, as a downtime activity for your criminal group from the Iron Kingdoms book, you have options for downtime activities. You have bolstering, which is one of the essential skills of growing a company, and the company can increase its prestige by spending time hitting the streets and sharing information of its exploits and capabilities. Each day spent bolstering the company's prestige by 1. A company cannot use this downtime activity to increase its prestige beyond the maximum, blah, blah, blah. So basically you go talk shit and you take credit for the raid, basically, which could be a good thing, could be a bad thing. There's also prison break. A company can spend time and influence to have an arrested individual freed from imprisonment or reduce the arrested individual's punishment. Nobody's in jail yet, so that's not a problem. And the big one is the recruitment drive. Many companies rely on modest cohorts of hirelings to function at their full capacity. Unfortunately, events can cause hirelings to seek employment elsewhere or perish while attempting to fulfill their duties. Members of a company can try to replace lost hirelings by visiting local watering holes, setting up notices for employment, and hitting the streets to speed up the word. A recruitment drive requires 1 gold per day of activity, and the number of days spent engaging in the activity determines the challenge rating of the hirelings and the number. Recruitment drives on the table. So if you spend basically a week doing it, you can get 1d4 CR4 hirelings or 2d4 or 1d4 CR half hirelings or 1 CR1 hireling. By the way, just to let you know, you guys were totally 1/4 CR hirelings yourself at level 1.
Given my characters.
Yeah, it's no roll. It's just cash.
Okay.
So you can.
Given my character's characteristics, she might go carousing.
You're busy crafting stuff.
Well, that's true. I do have to make a bunch
Well,
of.
no, you still have enough. This is basically like your 8 hours of the day that's your free time that you're off doing these things. So you can totally make your potions and shit and still have time to do this week-long downtime activity.
Yeah, because.
I mean, honestly, for you guys,
or am I gunny 24/7?
At this point, I would say either go with the bolstering your group to increase your prestige or recruitment drive. I mean, 2 you guys could do one each. That's totally not a problem.
Right.
Because currently let's pull up your group. You are outlaws. Currently, the benefits are your hideout. You all have access to thieves' cant, and you have criminal information. So you also have, as the guys, you can do a crime spree. You can launch a reckless spree of thieving, pickpockets, looting, and hijacking goods from caravans from your local docksides. For each day spent on the crime spree, you can choose to roll a D4, D6, D8, or D10 and earn 10 gold times that number. If any of the dice roll a 1, or if the total of all the rolls during the crime spree is higher than a character's wisdom modifier plus proficiency bonus, that member is slipped up and drawn the attention of the local law enforcement. After securing the funds in exchange for loot, the character is incarcerated for 1 day for every 10 gold worth of stolen goods.
Right. So if it's what, then their wisdom modifier?
So if the crime spree is higher than the character's wisdom modifier plus proficiency bonus. So your wisdom modifier plus 2.
Okay, I ain't doing no crime sprees.
Crime sprees are risky. I mean.
Well, I have a -1 wisdom modifier.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. So basically, if I couldn't do it, period, if I have a -1?
You could attempt to.
But the odds are you're getting in trouble for it. So, all right. Well, I will definitely work the recruitment end, I guess. It takes how many days to be able to roll to recruit?
For the recruit, it depends on how many days you spend doing it. Basically, count on 5 days. Because it's a week downtime for most downtime activities. It's a week. So we'll just say you spend the week doing it.
It's gonna cost me 5 gold? Holy shit!
While he's doing that,
Well,
I wanna try.
Remember, you're buying people drinks and shit.
I know.
And
can I try? What do I have to roll, Jim?
So what are you trying to do?
I want to do the one that's really a bad idea, but I like to steal stuff. The
crime
spree.
Yeah.
Okay, so we write down what you're doing, and when we come back for the next session, we'll do the actual rolls for that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think I'm going to go carousing. Lower class.
Ooh, you're slumdogging it.
I've given up the whole rank thing.
She's like, I'm looking for a sailor with tats and big arms.
No, I'm just looking to have fun, party, sing, song, dance. It's my personality trait.
It's all fun and games until she has.
My life is full of dance, song, drink, and love.
And we'll say that's a good place to wrap it up there.
Sweet.
Yay! Gutty's back awake. Gutty's awake.
At the beginning of next session, yes, Gunny is active and his boiler is boiling again.
Yay!
And you're gonna have to decide whether you're going with the gaff hook or the rivet gun.
Oh, I decided. We're gonna do the gaff gun and the rivet guns for special occasion.
Okay, so you're doing the gaff hook for now, and then you'll be busting out the rivet gun for when you want to replace his arm, or if his arm gets cut off next time.
Or if there's a specialty thing that we have to do that might require.
I could totally see you using your steam jack to put rivets as handholds into a wall to climb.
Yeah, but you're just trying to limit us. Because, one arm, then he can't climb it. So, then what?
Hey, I'm all about giving you options. What options you choose are up to you guys.
Exactly. Yeah. Yay, I can fast reload now.
Ooh. That's where you do the really cool speed load.
So as long as when the weapon does not have any rounds loaded, I can reload as part of the ranged attack. So it still wouldn't work like with the failure that I had. Because I had to unload and then reload weapons, ammo.
Yeah, think about it though. You do that cool that shotgun speed load, which is dangerous as hell. But because you're that cool with it, you can do it.
Yeah, which is good for the other rifle because that's one per. So now it doesn't matter. It's not like I'm one every other round. So. Yep.
Options. It's all about options.
I'm looking at my new stuff I can do. Yay!
And now I can actually make bullets. Apparently, you can make bullets at the end.
Yep. Now you have the gunsmithy shtick going.
Well, forge, what they call forge.
Yeah.
That's cool.
What's the matter?
I was looking at my focus manipulation, what I could do at level 2. Yay.
Nice.
Now your focus has more focus.
Yeah, level 2 opens up some stuff now, finally.
Yep. Because level 1 is very limiting, but you learn your basics. That's the whole point of level 1.
Okay. Good game, guys.
Alrighty, guys. Have a good rest of the weekend.
Thank you.
Everyone be safe.
Oh, hey, I won't be here next month. I have to work.
Oh, no. So
what?
I know. Yeah. So if somebody wants to play me and Gunny, obviously you can't.
Or what I'm
sensing
is April is. Oh God, it's April Fool's Day next one. So you know what that means. Not only is there going to be this big ass carnival going on in the Five Fingers for Lord of the Masks Day, April Fool's, but it'll totally be a stealth mission because we don't have the big old robot with us.
Right.
They'll be
still some good stuff, guys.
You'll be like, we left the noisy guy behind.
That's right. Noisy guy's a distraction.
Until all of a sudden your felt collar starts blasting sound. So if that's the case, if you want to put what Mia does for her downtime in the group chat, you can totally do it that way. So that way the group knows what you're doing.
I will do that too. Okay.
And
that sounds good.
And the fact that we now know that you've definitely worked on getting Gunny back up to full snuff.
Okay.
Alrighty, guys. Have a good weekend.
Cool. Thank you much. Good game, guys.
Bye, y'all.
You proper villains.
All right.
Later.
Have fun.
Thank you for listening to D&D Journey of the 5th Edition, a member of the Creative Play and Podcast Network. Please follow us on Patreon at patreon.com/CPPN to never miss a show or stream.